smile. Sometimes, like, before we get started, there's a long, like, what, 20 seconds before it actually goes live. So we're just sitting here like this. And this is how I smile. Anyways, happy Wednesday. Welcome to Maker's Gonna Learn. If this is your first time, hi, hello, and welcome.
So glad to have you.
Yes, we are gonna be making some fun scrap buster projects. If you're like, what the heck is a scrap buster? We're actually just making one scrap buster project, but this is just one of our ideas. We're using all of our scrap bin today to create this project. It's a cute little keychain.
Ooh.
I think you guys are gonna love it.
I'm so excited.
It's cute and little, yeah.
Yes.
So,
we are so excited to have you guys here with us. If you are new to our channel, we are Lauren,
Alicia,
and we aspire to bring you inspiration, education, and motivation to get your Cricut out and start using it. And y'all, everything that we're gonna be creating today is going to be files that you can get through Maker's Gonna Learn, and we have a special offer for you guys.
Ooh.
You all can get signed up and try us out and get 20 download credits for $1.
Okay, one doll hair.
So what this $1 trial membership is going to get you is you're gonna get 7 days unlimited access to our website. You are gonna get 20 download credits, and guess what? They can download any cut file or any font or a mixture of both.
Yeah.
That brings it to 5 cents a download.
And you get to keep it, which is just the cherry on top.
But here's the thing, once you get in there, we think you're gonna fall in love with everything and just wanna stay a member.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to be learned, especially if you're new to Cricut. We have a lot of content geared towards brand new Cricut users, like our 30 days to master your Cricut, which you get access to immediately when you sign up. And that just kind of lays that foundation for you if you're wanting to get into Cricketing. So there's lots more, okay? That's just like one little hair. There's lots of things. So
we are so excited. Yes, Deanna, $1. That's it, one doll hair.
Yeah, if you guys sign up, make sure to comment and let us know. We would love to know.
We'd love to shout you out.
Yeah.
So,
should we go ahead and get started?
I mean, I don't think we have a lot to talk about today other than our amazing project.
Our craft. Okay, let's go.
Let's do it, because I think this one is going to be it may take a few times.
It's gonna, well, it's like a bunch of mini projects.
Y'all, I cannot. Those are so cute.
Okay, look how cute these are. They're just like little tiny charms. Can you see? Also, my nails are so bad. I'm going to get my nails done tonight, okay? Oh, yes. Can you see that better? Better there. I'm following Sadie's hands. She's like moving hers up and back. So what we're gonna be doing today is using our scraps to create something new, because I know all of us, whenever we are Cricut crafting, I feel like we just have this huge thing of scraps. Let me just show you guys what our scrap bin looks like. This is our scrap bin. Hello, how are you? I genuinely, like, I try to use this as often as possible. Sometimes I forget, and then when I remember, I'll use it for like 3 or 4 projects in a row. But we're gonna be using these scrap busters and creating a cutie little charm, which, first of all, charms are like super trendy right now. So if you've got a teenager in your life, they probably love a little charm keychain with all of their favorite things. And you can use pretty much any of the Maker's Gonna Learn files. I'm gonna show you which ones would be better for a project like this, because you don't want anything super detailed. You wanna kind of pick more simple designs. And I think we're gonna do something a little bit more Valentine's focused today. But I did link all of the ones that we use in our sample here. This guy, he fell off. I didn't put him on good. But I'm gonna put all of these down below for you guys. And then also we're gonna be using some Valentine's Day files. So I need to dig out the colors I wanna use. And I think I'm gonna use 3 colors. So I'm already seeing, like, what's fun about this project is the vinyl is so little. I can just come in here and pick out like these little tiny pieces of vinyl that I've got and use them. And I think I wanna use a couple shades of like a pink and a light, like a dark pink and a light pink and a red. I have a lot more HTV scraps than adhesive vinyl scraps. I'm not even gonna lie. Or I also really love using a scrap bin because it kind of forces you to get creative. If you don't have the color that you want, you can kind of get in here and you have to Like I could easily put this into Valentine's and it would be really cute. Do you see my vision? Here's a pink. I just love adding in a pop of like fun color. Also really love this color combo right here. Lime green, beige, and hot pink is like one of my top 3 favorite color combos. This, probably more this pink though.
So would you call that lime green or chartreuse?
Lime green.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like on the precipice.
It's on the cusp.
Yeah, chartreuse is like a little bit more dark to me. And like rich jewel tone.
Yeah.
It's like a more of a jewel tone.
True.
I don't know, this is chartreuse, so yeah, see?
Very true.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Anyways, so I like that color combo. And this could also go with Valentine's. You don't have to stick with pink and red for Valentine's. I wish that this was adhesive vinyl.
That's beautiful.
I know, it's so pretty. So anyways, get out your scraps, dig through your bin. This is actually kind of fun to see.
Honestly, I feel like we need to be using, I think that's why our vinyl bin, like our scrap bin is so hefty, is because we tend to forget that we have it.
We forget she exists. We're sorry, scrap bin.
She exists. We don't need to neglect her as much anymore.
No. Okay, I'm gonna use those 3 colors, I think.
Also, do as we say, not as we do when it comes to organizing your vinyl.
Yeah, we've got lots of good tips on how to organize it. Do we organize ours? No. I mean, who has time? It's a lot of work to do that.
It is. It is an undertaking in and of itself.
It is. Okay, so we're gonna be creating these using our scrap vinyl, and we're also gonna be using acetate or mylar. You've probably heard 2 different things. This is just a clear film material. They come in 12 by 12 sheets and they're literally like a flimsy clear material. And we're gonna add UV resin on top of these to make them a little bit more substantial, okay? So you're gonna need acetate, you're gonna need some scraps, you're gonna need a Cricut cutting mat. I've got a standard grip here. You're going to need these little keychains right here. These are like little keychains with just the, can they see that, Sadie? Okay, with the little chain on it. And then you're also gonna need some of these jump hooks. These ones right here. These little tiny ones. Now, if you want to go gold or whatever color you want to go, we have a lot, obviously. But I use the silver ones the most. And then you're also going to need some resin, and I'm going to get into those materials after I teach you guys how to cut out all of this, okay? Because it's kind of like a separate little training. So, with that being said, let me use my mouse. Has anyone seen the mouse?
I was just using it.
What the heck?
There it is.
Oh, it was hiding. Okay. I was about to say, I just used it over here. So when you get into Cricut Design Space, this is the final area that you're going to want to get to. So this is what they're going to look like in the end. And I'm going to show you all how to get to that point, okay? So what you need to do first is go pick out your files. So we're going to go over to the Maker's Gonna Learn website, and I'm going to talk to you guys about which files are going to work the best for this type of project. So we're going to come down, once you're logged in, you can go to new cut files or just your standard cut files. I am Shailene. Where's the best place to purchase a Cricut, and which should I buy before taking advantage of the sale?
I responded to her and said I would check, in my personal opinion, my first place that I would look would be Facebook Marketplace. Y'all, I feel like a lot of people will want to get into Cricketing, but then it does get overwhelming because they haven't found Maker's Gonna Learn yet.
Yep.
And so they let it sit in a box, and they'll, especially during January, be doing a closet clean out or a house clean out. And they're like,
they pull that Cricut out of the back of their closet.
They pull that Cricut out of the back of the closet, and they're like, I've not used this year. I'm going to get rid of it. So in my personal opinion, I would check Facebook Marketplace first. Or if you want to buy a new one and have the warranty, honestly, they're about even across the board, no matter where you get them, if you buy them brand new. We have bought from Walmart, Amazon, and straight from the Cricut website.
Yes.
It's any of those, I would check those 3 places first.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this Valentine's envelope here. And now the reason that I'm gonna go with this one is because it's pretty simple. There's nothing, I mean, the heart and the lines are gonna be really teeny tiny, but I think since they're just straight lines on these like skinny lines, I think that they're gonna be okay. We're gonna try it out. And the heart, as long as you're using high quality vinyl, it should weed fine. So to download the file, I'm gonna go ahead and click this little download icon. It's gonna pop into my zip folder. So I'm gonna double click that. If you can't find it on your browser, just go to your recents or your downloads on your computer. And then we're gonna open up that folder and we're gonna be using the SVG today, okay? If you see an image for some reason, it's just got a PNG, first of all, let us know because we will change it into an SVG. But second of all, you can also pull it into Cricut and they have the feature where it will separate the colors of the PNG and to make it into an SVG, which is really helpful. But almost all of our images are PNG and SVG. We do have some that are just PNG, mainly because they're just super detailed. So you can't really turn like shading and stuff into SVG material. So I'm gonna hit continue and then we're gonna hit upload and it's gonna pop right in here, super cute. And then we're gonna go back and get a couple more. Let's see, there's a scalloped heart that we used in our masterclass the other day that I love. I'm gonna use it for one of them. It's only 2 layers. I think it's called scalloped heart.
The one that we use on the cup?
Yes. What's it called? Look at the little cow heart. You could do like a Western.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Did you type in scalloped heart?
Yeah.
Heh.
I don't know if that's what it's called though. I'm just guessing. Can you look in the description of the video, Lauren,
yes.
and tell me the 2 other files? I linked the 2 other ones. I hadn't linked the scalloped heart, but I will afterwards.
It says Valentine's wing heart.
Oh yeah.
Valentine's envelope.
I got the envelope.
Okay.
Valentine's wing heart.
So sorry.
There she is. See, this one's cute because
That
it's
is
just
so
2.
cute.
I know, I love it. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead. Let's pull this one in while we're here. Go to upload image. And I was talking about that 30 days to master your Cricut. We go over all of this, like uploading files, uploading fonts, and things like that in that 30 days to master your Cricut. So if you are brand new and you're like, whoa, you're going too fast, you can go over that in that little, I wouldn't call it a course, but those lessons will help you get that good foundation.
The other one that you have linked is Valentine's I Love You. It's a conversation bubble with I Heart You in the middle of it.
Valentine's I Love You.
Yep.
Let's see here. Valentine, I love you. Now, if you're like not wanting to do this as a scrap buster and you really want to do it and you don't want to like layer vinyl and stuff like that, you can totally do these as print then cuts. You would just have to flatten them and then print them out.
Is it not pulling it up? It's not apostrophe S, it's just.
Oh, I am. I surely am. It's Valentine, I Love You. Is that what it's called? Come on with it. Big money, big money.
Big money. Y'all are bogging our website down.
Don't be on our website. You better be listening. Okay, first of all, these are the cutest Valentines ever.
It's Valentine's with an S, no apostrophe. Oh, sorry.
We have a lot of Valentine's Day files.
We have a lot of Valentine's Day files.
A lot. If you can't tell, I feel like there's new ones every time I change a letter.
That one.
Oh, that's cute.
And then there's that
This-
cute little scalloped heart too.
I know. But we have the plain scalloped heart I want to
Okay.
use. Will you go look for it?
It's not linked, but I will look for it.
Okay, and then I'll link it after the live stream
Yeah.
for you guys. Okay, let's go upload this I Love You. Click and drag. Continue. Okay, I think we're gonna use these 3. And these ones are a little under an inch. So I'm gonna make all these On their lowest reading, so this one, the lowest is the height. I'm gonna change that to 1. Ooh, that's little. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. But you don't wanna go much bigger. Okay, let's do 1 here. Yeah, that's pretty good size. And then 1 here. I mean, they're gonna be little, y'all. No joke. Now, let's zoom in. Okay, so for each image, what we're gonna need to do first is create an offset. This offset is gonna be the start of the shape that we're cutting out of the acetate or the mylar, okay? So we're gonna start with each image. I'm gonna go up here after you've selected the image and we're gonna select offset, okay? And I'm gonna shrink this down to 0.15. Let's make it a little even skinnier, 0.1, and then hit apply. And I'm gonna change this to like, I'll change it to white, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do this to all of these. And since I did it to this last one, it's gonna automatically go to 0.0 or 0.1, which is what I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit apply there. You don't technically have to change the color of these. It's just a habit for me. And then offset here and 0.1. Now, you can't stop there because we need these to attach to those jump rings that I was showing you guys in the beginning. So we need to we need to basically add on these little holes, right? So what we're gonna do next is I'm going to get a circle from my basic shapes over here on the left side. And while it's big, I'm going to come up here to offset and I'm going to hit apply, okay? From there, and actually, let's undo that because I want it to be a little bit thicker. I'm gonna go to offset and let's do 0.3. Okay, that feels good. I'm gonna hit apply. So now we've just got these 2 layers. We have the offset and the original circle that we put. I'm gonna select both of these and hit slice, okay? You can also come over here and hit combine and exclude. Either way, let me undo the exclude and show you. If you select them both and hit slice, you're just gonna have these extra layers and you can just get rid of them, okay? So from there, we need to shrink this down. And you can see why I made it a little bit thicker because I'm really worried about it being too frail and I don't want it to break off. And what we're gonna do next is we are going to need to attach this circle to the offset of this shape, okay? So we don't wanna attach it to the shape. We don't wanna unite it or weld it to the shape. We wanna unite it to the offset. So if you're having trouble clicking on it, come over here to your layers panel. You can click the offset and then select that little ring. And I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this 2 more times for our other one. Actually 3, because we might find that scalloped heart in a minute. So I'm
still looking and I cannot find it.
Oh no. So I'm gonna use the ring and then I'm gonna hold the shift key down, select that offset, okay? So we've only got 2 things selected. We have the ring and the offset, and we're gonna come over here to combine and unite. Unite and weld are very similar, but unite is reversible, weld is not, okay? We're gonna unite it because I wanna be able to reverse it if I need to. Something else that is really helpful to know whenever you weld something is, let me see where up here, where it says unite, there's a drop down menu and you can see you've got both of the sub layers. So this little ring as well as this. And if I wanted to move this ring in closer, if I didn't want it to be out so far, I could literally just move it down here. And then when I click off of it, it's still got a hole, but it's just gonna be a little bit more supported, a little bit lower down, okay? So I'm gonna select that offset with the ring, go to arrange and send to back, and then we have our little charm.
How cute!
I feel like I was talking a lot. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, we're gonna do this 2 to 3 more times.
Also, just so you guys are aware, if for some reason we went a little fast for you, do not fret. You can watch the replay of this whenever you want to, as many times as you want to.
That's right. You can even slow us down. And if we're going too slow, you can speed us up.
That's
if you're
right.
watching the replay. Okay. So from here, we're just going to keep working our way down. Here's our little rings that we made for ourselves. I'm going to slow it down, okay? So far, we have chosen our images. We resized our images down to around 1 inch, 1.5 inches, okay? We created an offset from each image of 0.1. And now we're going to be adding these little circles. Now, in order to get the ring, we just created a circle, added an offset, and sliced it out. Good? Okay. So now what we need to do is marry our little ring to our offset. I'm gonna actually put this at the corner because you wanna think about how these are gonna hang. If I put it up here, it's just gonna hang straight across. But if I put it here, it's gonna hang at an angle, and I think that's gonna look really cute on the charms. Like this one's gonna kind of hang a little crooked. I'm gonna probably put a ring over here on this one, so they're like hanging at different angles. So I'm going to select the ring, then come over here to the layers panel. We're gonna hold the shift key, and select that offset. That's gonna allow us, select the ring, select the offset, holding the shift key. So now we've got 2 layers selected, right? We're gonna go combine, unite. Beautiful. If you want to move that ring in a little bit more, which I do, I'm gonna drop down underneath so I can see my sub layers under that unite and select just the ring. Come over here, I can move it in a little bit, and then when I click off of it, it just merges it right back on, and then we're gonna send it to the back. Okay, so now we've got 2 little charms. There we go. And then we're just gonna keep going. Take your ring, hold the shift key, select your offset, combine, unite. Beautiful. I actually really like where that ring is, so we're just gonna keep it there. I'm gonna go arrange and send it back. Easy peasy, right?
Lemon squeezy.
Okay, I love it. I think these are so cute. Now you can add more if you've got like a longer keychain. Obviously you could add more. These keychains are pretty short. I can make it longer, but I'm not going to keep you guys here all day because it's kind of like a labor of love.
Yes.
It is like a good gift craft. This is a good gift craft.
This is a very good gift, like scrap buster craft, not really conducive for selling because it takes some time.
Yeah.
But it is something that I would do for somebody out of the love in my heart.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so what I'm going to do next, I am going to hide these.
Okay, Barbara asked a really good question. So we use unite, but what about attach? What is the difference?
Oh, okay.
Perfect question.
Yes. So let's just say, I'm trying to think of a good example for the difference here if I attach something.
What attach is going to do is attach, and the reason that attach is actually represented on the screen as a paper clip is because it's like a paper clip that you can put on, but then I can take it off. It
you just can separate them.
It keeps everything separate but held together.
Yes.
When you unite it, it takes 2 layers and merges it into one.
They're married.
So unite would be like, let's use paper for example, because paper and a paper clip. When you have 2 pieces of paper and you lay them together and you attach them with the paper clip, they're still 2 pieces of paper. They're just held together by the paper clip.
They're attached.
They're attached with the paper clip. Mm-hmm. However, if you have 2 pieces of paper and you want to unite them, what happens is those 2 pieces of paper get merged together into 1 piece of paper.
Like you glued them together.
Like you glued them together.
They're glued.
But they're also... It is reversible to ununite.
Yes, that's a newer feature.
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. So we've got all of our pieces, right? So from here, we just need to go to the Make It screen. So we're using the Explore 3 today. I'm gonna go Make. And so our first layer right here is the Mylar layer. Okay, so let me scooch my stuff out of the way. We're gonna be using our little piece of Mylar. We've got a scrap piece of Mylar we're using. Aren't you guys so proud of us?
Scraps.
Scraps for everybody. Okay, I'm just making sure your mat, make sure your mat's clean. And we're gonna line this up on the top left. And I like to use a brayer for my Mylar projects because sometimes those burnishing tools will scratch it up and that's just not cute, you know? So we are going to, and I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 project copies, mainly because I'm worried about losing some of these little pieces. So there's a hack for you. I'm gonna do 2 of these and I'm just gonna pull it right here. Okay, that way I'll have 2 of everything. And if I lose a piece, because these little pieces, they get lost so easily. Mylar and acetate are basically the same. Okay, I use them interchangeably. The name interchangeably, the cut settings interchangeably. That's just my honest opinion. Okay, we're gonna go to Browse on Materials and we're gonna be cutting acetate. It's ACETATE. Okay, and hit done. And then you can cut with more pressure if for some reason you think it's not gonna cut all the way through. I'm just gonna leave it as it is and we'll check the cuts before we eject the mat from the machine and I'll show you guys how we do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and load this into our machine and then we will hit the go button. It's gonna measure our mat and then it'll start cutting. Yeah, Mylar, I'm pretty sure, one of them is thinner than the other one. You were right about that.
I'm getting it.
I've looked this up before.
We've talked about this.
Yeah, we have. And it's like literally, I think, millimeter difference. So with acetate, it's gonna be cutting in 2 passes. So you may see it go around the same direction twice, and that's because it gets 2 passes.
Mylar, Dylar, and acetate are pretty much the same thing. It is the thickness that makes them different.
Mylar and Dylar. Like, oh yeah, because I made a joke because I said if I had triplets, that would be their names. Mylar, Dylar, and acetate.
But I don't know what the thickness is.
Yeah. When I hear Mylar, I think about balloons too, Michelle. Like I think of the like foily Mylar balloons, but I think that's just like that plastic that they use to make everything. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't make things like that. Shrinky dinks. I don't know what they're made of. I don't think they're made of this.
No.
But it's similar, but it's not.
No, if you put Mylar in the oven, it's not gonna shrink.
What's it gonna do? Catch on fire?
I don't know. But like here,
I feel like it would just shrivel up.
Listen, I say that, but I can't stand behind that statement. I can't sit here and stand behind that statement.
I've never
done it.
We've never done it.
So I don't know what it would do.
Just call yourself out, Lauren.
I mean, we call ourselves out to call ourselves up.
Period.
Period.
I'm gonna send this through one more time. So altogether we'll get 4 passes because we do 2 passes per thing, but I'm not going to eject it. I'm just gonna hit the go button again and the Cricut's just gonna recut it, okay?
Jennifer says I have acetate and I have used clear, okay, so you have acetate and we have used clear shrinky dink film before, but it feels thicker to me.
Yeah, it feels different. It doesn't feel like the same material to me.
I don't know.
But we did do, what was that Maker U sophomore year that we did the shrinky dink keychain? Sadie, can you see if that Georgia keychain is over there? And we basically like designed a name keychain and then we designed the offset and we shrinky dinked it down and used a little measuring, what are the little measuring things called? Yeah, we used the calipers to measure and then we put the vinyl on it. It may be just right there with the paper projects. I swear I saw it.
And it may not be either.
It may also be thrown away.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I wouldn't worry about it.
No biggie. But yeah, that is in our Maker U. And if you guys didn't know, we are going to be at some point this year launching Maker U Junior Year. So if you hadn't heard that yet, now you know. Okay. I think these are gonna cut out this time. We can only hope. Okay, let's see now. Oh, big money, big money, big money.
Big money, big money.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull these off by going with gravity. I do not want them to, ooh, some of them are still trying to stick. What the heck? All right, let's see here. So the square ones came out just fine. Sometimes you can tug just ever so gently on these to get them pulled loose. Or you can use a true control knife. Or you can cut it a third time. I could have not unloaded it, but I thought they were cut through because those square ones cut out. And then sometimes it's just snagged on one little area, like that one was. And then the middle doesn't want to come out, of course. Okay, and then we'll pull these out. I really only technically need one of each. So there's our little guys, how cute. Now we're going to set those to the side and we're gonna start cutting. Now I did say I'm gonna use these colors, so let's look on the share screen at these lines. Oh, lordy day.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's go back and attach those. Hold on. And I'm also going to show you guys something a little easier. If you're wanting to change the colors that you're using, let's just go back to our canvas, okay? Michelle says we should do a listen and we don't judge video for crafting. Now, I already have ideas. Okay, so this one's fine how it is, but this one, however, let's look at the sub layers. Excuse me. These lines, I need them to be all cut together. So this is a perfect time for me to use the attach function. So I'm gonna select all of those and I'm gonna hit attach. Oh, the heart was connected. Darn. Because it's all under this one layer, anything you attach is gonna turn to that same color. So we're gonna select all these, combine and unite. Okay. So now the little lines right here, they're gonna cut out all together. Does that make sense? I do not wanna have to try to line every single one of those lines up. No, thank you. Let's go back to the make it screen, okay? I'm gonna hit, we're gonna do 2, obviously, just in case. And look, you can see now we've got 1 of each, okay? I don't have to worry about trying to line all those lines up and all that. Now, if you're wanting to do the colors, if you're wanting to like go ahead and color match everything, we can do that. I'm gonna do our reds to our pinks and our beige is gonna stay that beige color. And then for the envelope, let's make it beige, pink heart, and what color should our lines be? Green, our lime green, or whatever. What are we calling it? Chartreuse? Lemon?
Lime green sounds good.
Cute. And then our I love you. Let's make this one the bright color.
With the pink inside.
Yeah.
I love that.
Look how cute.
Now that's it.
That is cute. I'm gonna put that on my keys.
Cutie patootie.
Yeah. Okay. Now we can really start cutting. I'm gonna go ahead, do 2 project copies because it is so small. I just do this for the sake of my mental health because I don't wanna have to go back and cut it again. Okay, so it's connecting to the machine and it's gonna want to cut our beige first, okay? Our khaki. This isn't really beige. Khaki, whatever you wanna call it. Tan. Okay, we're going to burnish or bray it down. And we are gonna be cutting this on, now, Lauren, you tell me what you would do, but typically if I was cutting just a normal standard adhesive vinyl, I would cut it on premium vinyl removable matte. But sometimes when you're cutting small stuff like this, you can cut it as like washi tape or like the lines, like when we go to cut the lines on the envelope, you could cut it under washi tape.
Yes.
Would you do that?
I think for the lines for sure, I feel like the beige is a pretty...
they're pretty solid shapes.
They're pretty solid shapes. I think I would just do the removable matte for those.
I think so too. Okay, let's load this in.
So glad. Denisa said, I did not know you could change the colors like that. I'm learning something new every time I watch you all.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm. I had another TikTok idea that I was thinking we should do, but we don't get on the TikTok as much. Sadie does all the TikToks.
It's about to be banned anyway.
I know, we're about to get kicked off, everybody.
Don't get me started.
I think they're just riling us up.
I'm not gonna start.
Do I have any tips or tricks for keeping track of the small pieces? Put them in a pile.
Or get a little tiny baby container and just boop.
Yeah, like a little, keep you a little bowl. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get the middles of the ring part out because
well, you're already done cutting those little pieces. Do you want me to try to get the middle of the ring parts out?
Well, it just popped right out.
Oh.
Yeah, it just popped right out. I was just worried it wouldn't. Okay. I'm gonna take my True Control knife.
Tony says, I'll be doing this with my granddaughters. This is a perfect little project to do with your grandkids, kids. Like, this would help. Honestly, they are small, so be prepared to maybe get a little bit frustrated, but this would really help with hand-eye coordination with the kids.
Fine motor skills.
In my opinion. Huh?
Yeah, and fine motor skills.
Yes.
For sure. Okay. That's what we've been working on with Georgie this week. We've been trying to teach her how to put, she has like these little blocks and they're in the shapes of letters, and she gets so mad because she can't get them into the hole that is the shape of the letter, but she's starting to learn them. You can like watch her learning it. It's the coolest thing. Okay, I'm gonna set my beige ones to the side, and then we're gonna go in with our lime green, and we're gonna be cutting the little blurb with the envelope. So let's put this on here. Okay.
Now this is where the lines are super, super thin. So this is where I would try it on washi tape first.
Yes.
And you can even do it a couple rounds on washi tape if you need to.
Yeah, and we will definitely not be unloading our mat until we check our cuts. So I am going to send this in. We're cutting this one on washi tape because the lines are so fine that if you're ever cutting like really teeny tiny scripts or super like delicate script or anything like that, this cut setting is really good if you're using adhesive vinyl. Now, I don't use it on HTV, I don't think.
Yeah, no, HTV has its own transfer tape, so it doesn't really get pulled up.
It's easier to cut fine stuff.
It's so much easier to cut intricate designs on HTV. Now, our friend Kelly said, I was told that the vinyl, I'm assuming the vinyl you have or any vinyl has an expiration date. LOL, is this true? Actually, as silly as it sounds, it does.
Yeah.
And hear me out. So the adhesive on the back of vinyl is only made to last a certain number of years. Removable matte is between 3 to 5 years. Permanent is between 5 to 7 years. Now, I know that's a long time, but you also have to think about, has there been a lot of temperature fluctuation that your vinyl has endured? Getting hot, cooling down, getting super cold, heating up. That's also gonna have a lot to do with the stickiness or the adhesion on the back of your vinyl. We actually have a lot of vinyl in our craft room that has expired because it will not stick to blanks.
Like it just won't stick.
It just won't stick. That's when you know that your vinyl is probably out of date or too old. Really and truly, it's just the adhesion doesn't have the effectiveness that it had when it was brand new.
And I'll tell you, HTV also expires. If you try to go buy Cricut brand HTV from the Walmarts, it ain't gonna attach to anything. And that's just personal experience. I'm trying to see these lines. I can't see them.
I can't see, Bobby.
I'm just gonna have to trust that they cut.
I would do it one more time.
What if they come up? You know what I'm saying? Here, let me push down on it. Like to make sure it's,
okay.
I mean, Oh, I can see one. Hold on.
Okay, test it.
Oh. Oh no, I gotta cut it again. I'm gonna cut it again. I don't think it cut all the way through. A part of me is like, I should have just cut it on.
Well, listen,
vinyl.
The good part about it is it's not like it took 5 minutes to cut it.
Yeah, we can
20
just,
seconds.
That's right. So for some reason this one pass doesn't cut, maybe we'll just cut it on regular and see how it does.
Now, if this project is something that you want to recreate, y'all, we are offering, we've brought back our dollar deal. If you are wanting to try us out as a membership, I don't know if y'all know this, if you're new here, not only do we do these videos on YouTube every Wednesday at 1:30 to bring you some really, really bomb craft projects, but we have our website houses all of the cut files and fonts that we use on these projects, and you can try us out for $1 for 7 days, no strings attached. Just check the website out, see if you like it, see if you like our website, all of our cut files and fonts. Plus with that $1, you get 20 download credits. And y'all, they're yours as a thank you for trying us out. And if you like us and you do not cancel after the 7 days, then you just become a monthly member.
And you can hang out with us all the time.
And you can come hang out with us all the time. That's right.
So I just moved the images. I canceled out of the cut and moved the images down a couple inches. And now I'm gonna be cutting it. I went back to the cut screen and cut it as the same thing as we did before, the premium vinyl removable matte. That's because I think it's gonna cut better.
So did you not change it or did you just move it? Oh, you just moved it down.
Just moved it down and changed cut settings, yeah. Oh, Valentine's Heart 1 and Valentine's Heart 2 are the scallop hearts with no words. Well, you know, better luck next time. I did use them in the masterclass though, so if you guys wanna watch that tutorial, if you're wanting to learn how to do a full wrap tumbler, we did that on last Thursday. Okay, this already looks better. Oh yeah. We good.
There it is. I literally was searching so hard for that.
What'd you type? What'd you search?
I typed in Valentine's. I typed in heart. I typed in scalloped heart, which is not named scalloped heart. But it should have popped up on either Valentine's or heart.
Yeah, we'll have to fix that for sure. Okay. I'm just removing the part of the vinyl I don't want. Oopsie. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and weed this while it's on the mat. Now, with those little bits, I'm gonna take the brayer and go over it to kind of reattach the cutout pieces to the backer so they're not tempted to be pulled up whenever I go to weed. Oh no, that's not a good sign, guys.
What?
The text bubble wasn't cut. Okay. Sorry if you have to look at the back of my head. I'm using my weeding tool to hold the lines of this envelope down. So it did not want to cut.
So Kelly asked, is this the same with HTV? So pretty much yes, with HTV. What's gonna happen is it's gonna have a hard time sticking to your blank. And it may be one of those things where you try warm peel, it's not sticking. You try cold peel, it's not sticking. It's just the fact that the adhesion on the back of the HTV or vinyl, it's something in the environment has created, it just doesn't, something has altered the chemistry of the adhesion.
Yeah.
Also, Barbara said, did I hear you right? Walmart Cricut vinyl is not good.
You heard me.
We have not had good experience with it. Let me reiterate the fact that I personally have not had the best experience with any Cricut vinyl, except for their sticker paper.
Their sticker paper is amazing.
Their sticker paper is top notch. Honestly, one of my favorite sticker papers. They had sticker paper from forever ago. They got rid of it for a while and they brought it back. What was it, last year?
Yeah.
Hands down the best material that Cricut brand makes, in my opinion. and this is just my opinion. If you have had great luck with it, y'all stick with what you know. Stick with what you know. If you're asking me what my favorite brand of HTV is, it's always going to be Caesar Easy Weed.
Yep.
Every single time.
That's why I cut 2. I saved 1, and that one got a little messed up. I could probably save it too, but we don't need to. But that's why you cut 2, because you never know.
Mary says, do you ever use Hobby Lobby brand vinyl? Yes, we have used 404 a few times, especially if we're in a pinch and we need a specific color that we can't get in, we can't order and get in. We have used it. I don't hate it. Is it my favorite? But not really, but does it get the job done?
The 404 puff vinyl is really good.
It is. I'll give credit where credit is due. The 404 puff vinyl is pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, we're gonna load that in. And then while that's cutting for a whole 30 seconds.
Stop it. Melissa said this is already helping me with my Cricut. I'm learning more than I have in 6 years.
What?
These things are the things that we want to hear, y'all. This is what makes
awesome.
our job 100% worth it.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got our little pieces. Okay, that's gonna cut. I need to add these lines on here, dear Lord.
Also,
Help me.
our friend Mary just said Marketplace has 2 Maker 3s, one for $150 and one for $200. Immediately jump on that.
Yeah.
I would make
and ask for a lower price.
Ask for always ask for a lower price.
One thing about me, I'm not scared to
always finagle.
ask for. Oh, I found a vintage chandelier for my bedroom. I've been in West Knoxville, but they had it listed for $250, and they said they'd take $50 off if we would take it down. So I messaged them and I was like, "Will you take it for $150 and we'll take it down?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Save the $100." And I'm addicted to that, honestly. I love getting a good deal. I love it. Okay. Cut those out. Okay.
Also, another little tip for our friends who might be purchasing from a machine from Facebook Marketplace, ask for proof of it working first.
Yes.
Ask for proof of the machine working.
That's a good tip.
I should have prefaced everything with that.
Yeah.
Don't ever blind buy a machine unless you see that it works.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, listen. I'm going to zoom you guys in. Maybe.
Oh.
Too close? Too far?
I don't know.
Quite zoomed, but it works.
Is it right here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, don't judge my nails. I'm doing this to help you guys out. I don't want to hear anything about my nails.
Judge them hard.
They're awful. Okay, so what I've done is we weeded out our green. We're zoomed in. I'm sorry. We weeded out our green. And so I've got the lines of the envelope here. It's very dainty. What?
It just zoomed in on my computer, and buddy, it zoomed.
Is it? Good. Okay, so I'm going to just line this up right here. Okay. Just like so. And we still have to put the heart on here. And we're going to burnish it down and then just peel off that transfer tape slowly. Okay. And then set that to the side. We need to cut these out and weed them. Well, they're already cut out, but we need to cut off this excess. It's easier to weed small stuff if you cut off all the excess around it. That way you're not trying to pull up. And also you don't waste as much vinyl if you cut off the excess. Okay, and then we're just, dang, that was good. That was smooth. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that little piece of transfer tape, I'm just recycling it, and I'm going to add, just take this, put it on your heart. Oops. Burnish it, pick it up. Okay, we've picked it up. Oh my gosh, these colors, I can't deal. Burnish it on. Where's a mini, tiny burnishing tool when you need one?
I know.
Look how cute! I can't, that's so cute. Okay, and then we're gonna get the whole thing just like this. And uh-oh, it doesn't want to stick. It's because I've used it 15 times.
That's another thing. You can reuse please reuse your transfer tape multiple times.
I usually use like 2 or 3 and then it's like, okay.
But after a few times, it'll be like, I've transferred too much. My days are done.
Yeah. So that one lasted 2. Oh, look at it. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with it. And then we just need to find our little rectangle guy, right? Make sure you've got this on the right side. Is that still in the middle? Okay. And then we're just going to, they're static. Okay. Let's make a makeshift.
You gonna tape it down?
Yeah. I'm just going to put the edge, let's tape it on the ring. Yeah. I just put a little tape over the ring to hold it down. And you gotta line this up. I'm sorry my head's in the way. Get used to it though. Okay. And then we're gonna burnish it down. Now you could technically not do resin on these and just go with it, but the resin really gives it like the final sealed in touch.
Yeah.
I mean, look how cute.
That is so cute.
So that's one. And then we're just gonna keep working on our other ones. So we're making like little tiny decals and then making them into charms, and I think it's so cute.
So we did have Mary ask contact paper versus transfer tape. So contact paper, in my opinion, is fine for an inexpensive way or an inexpensive transfer tape for bigger projects, because bigger things, like bigger vinyl that is cut larger, is easier to come up, that's not super intricate. I still think if you're cutting something as small as what we have cut, correct me if you think I'm right or wrong, transfer tape just has a little more tack to it. Yeah. And picks up the vinyl just a little bit easier than contact paper.
Yeah, for sure. Now, with the heart and wings design, I'm gonna put the wings onto the Mylar first because I don't know exactly where what did I do? I don't know exactly where the heart should sit, and I don't wanna put it in the wrong spot. So I'm just gonna get the wings, and I'm gonna get my little heart shape here, and we're gonna attach the wings first. My makeshift tape. Okay, and we're just going to put these on here, and then we can put the heart shape on. Cute. I accidentally burnished the transfer tape and then it creased my vinyl, so I'm just lifting it up, and then I'm going to take my weeding tool and kind of iron it out. Okay, and then you can take your heart and put it right here in the middle. Oh, she's cute. Oh, cutie. Oh my gosh, I love it. And there's our little heart. Okay, look. This is darling. And then, oh, the conversation heart. Okay.
I'm so excited for this one.
I know, it's so cute. I'm gonna transfer this on, just the I love you. I don't know if you guys can see because I don't know how far I zoomed in.
Oh, you just have to hold your hand just right there at the table and it's perfect.
Okay. So then we're gonna put this I love you right on here.
So we did, Tara made a suggestion or said something. I wonder if we should do it on both sides of the Mylar. So the only problem is if it's not a symmetrical shape, it's not.
If it has words, you're gonna have to
you would have to mirror it. If it's not a symmetrical shape, you're gonna have to, it's like, I don't know.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
all of these are pretty much symmetrical.
Yeah, you could definitely do these two backwards. This one you could even do backwards. You would just have to
flip the,
or you could even just keep the words straight and flip the conversation bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And put it on the back. Okay. Stick that on there. Burnish it down. Okay, these are just so cute. There's all 3 of our charms. what do you guys think? What questions do you have? We're gonna put the resin on next, and then we will be done. I can't believe we're finishing right near 2:30.
I know. So we have a couple questions. Do you think, Annette says, do you think the UV resin on top helps make it stiffer? Yes, it absolutely does, 100%. Is the vinyl a recyclable material? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a good question. That's something I'll look that up. I'll try to figure that out for you. Okay, this is the one that I really wanted to get to. When you take the mat out, how can you cut it again without messing up the cut? Melissa, unfortunately you can't. You have to hit the play button again for it to cut in the exact same location. If you have removed your mat from the Cricut and try to send it back through, even if you haven't touched anything on the computer and you're just trying to do an exact recut, it's still gonna be it'll be like millimeters off, but it will not be in the exact same spot unless you leave the mat loaded and hit the play button for a second time.
Right. I am cutting the tiniest hole because I had a bubble. So you can use your weeding tool if you've got bubbles in your vinyl, just to poke a tiny hole and then kind of rub over it and it flattens out. Now, for resin, you're gonna need this J. Diction UV resin or whatever UV resin you have. Can they see this? Okay, and we are gonna be using this. You need to get the proper PPE, so gloves, mask. This is up to your own discretion, okay? Goggles, whatever makes you feel safe. You're also gonna need a UV light. This UV light is not a very strong wattage. Could you give me a paper towel?
Yeah.
It's not a very strong wattage, but it is good for like little stuff like this. But you probably want to get one a little bit stronger. This is a 20 watt. Did we decide that 20 watt? I'm pretty sure that's what we decided it was. But
10 or 20.
Yeah, like a 50 watt would be better and faster. You're also going to need a lighter. You can get one of these like blowtorch lighters. I won't tell you what we call them, but you can get them at the gas station and they are like torches. And we are just going to be using this, and then you can use a weeding tool to kind of move the resin around. So what we're going to do is, and I'm going to be really honest with you guys, I do not love working with resin. It's not my favorite crafting stuff, but if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm just going to go around the edge here and then kind of fill in the middle. Okay, this is self-leveling, and you can kind of spread it out so that it goes all the way to the edges of your keychain. Some people love resin, so this could be like your new favorite thing.
I actually really like resin myself.
Do you?
Yes.
Mary Catherine, she buys all of our art. She is really good with resin, like naturally. Like every time I do it, I'm like, oh, what am I doing? But the more I do it, the better I get, right? You gotta practice. We can't be good at all the things. And I'm just kind of bringing this to the edge, and it will stay liquid until we cure it with the UV light. You can also set these out in the sun if you wanted to do that. And there's little tiny bubbles here. Also, I'm gonna pull this away because I kind of went off the edge a little bit. There's little tiny bubbles, so and y'all probably can't see those bubbles. I'm gonna take my lighter and you just go over it ever so quickly. And then I'm going to put some resin on the actual ring as well. I'm just gonna kind of pull it out from here. Are you guys on the edge of your seats?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not really talking right now. I'm watching.
Am I doing a good job?
You are.
Okay. Because you don't need a lot of resin for this part. So I'm just kind of pulling it along the circle. It's easy to do with a weeding tool.
I think Carrie Ann is laughing at you on what we call our lighter. That shall not be named.
Our lighter that shall not be named. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm gonna move it away. I've got resin on it and we're gonna cure it. Okay, so just turn your light on. We're gonna hold it right over top of it. Okay. Okay, it's looking cute. It's looking cute. Now,
Ooh.
really? Technically?
I mean, I would not do that and start pouring more resin.
I'm gonna move it and I'm gonna do my resin on the right side of my mat. Cause I like to live my life on the edge, Lauren.
You sure do.
Okay.
You sure darn do.
Look, if I turn it that way, it's
There
fine.
you go.
Does that make you feel better?
It does.
Okay, can you guys see this? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do these while that one's curing. And then we'll just set them all in front of the light. So like I said, I like to go around the perimeter of the design. Not super thick, but thick enough. Okay. And then make sure you push it all the way to the edge. And we're gonna draw happy little trees. I feel like Bob Ross. We're gonna bring it close to the edge, but not quite. What a legend, man.
Dude, truly.
An
Also,
icon.
you're using the side of that weeding tool. I think I would have used the point.
Well, I am some using the point,
Okay.
but I like to use the edge of it to like move it in bulk,
I can see that.
you know?
I like, if on smaller things like this, obviously we have an excessive amount of weeding tools sitting around our office. So if for some reason resin gets stuck on the end of this weeding tool,
We've got
we
about
have
20.
more. If you don't want to use your weeding tool because you don't want to ruin it, toothpicks, y'all.
Toothpicks.
Toothpicks. We just don't have any here.
Even like wooden skewers.
Yes.
I love using wooden skewers too. You just want to make sure you're really bringing this all the way to the edge.
Now, while she is putting her resin on, once again, for our friends who may be here watching us and you want to recreate this project with these exact cut files, you can, first of all, try us out if you are not already a member. We brought back our dollar deal where you guys can try us before you buy us, pretty much. It's like a try before you buy, 7-day unlimited access to our website with 20 download credits as well, y'all. That brings anything that you download to 5 cents a download. That's insane. Not only do you get unlimited access to our website for 7 days, but you also get to join our Facebook group too.
Ooh.
And then if for some reason you do not cancel within the first 7 days, not a problem. You can, you just become a monthly member. Simple as that.
Love it. Okay, we're at our last one. Our other one's curing. He's curling a little bit. But once he's fully cured, I'm going to flip him over and let it heat up from the back side and see if it flattens out. I just feel like the resin on these adds such a good finishing touch. Like it just seals it in, you know. It doesn't look like a vinyl project after you resin it.
Trey wanted to know if you're making these for him.
Yes, honey.
Also, for those that didn't know, if you see a Griff Moto comment, that is Trey Griffith,
That, AKA my husband.
aka Alicia's other
He should
half.
be working.
Yeah.
What are you
Trey.
doing, Trey? Should be at work right now. Oh Lord. Okay. Cute. And then I'm just dragging that resin over the edge of the ring. These little hoops on here are very delicate. So you want to make sure that you get some resin on them so that when we actually go to apply them to the keychain, they're not going to snap in half.
Honestly, the 0.3 offset, you could have even gone to a 0.5 offset.
Yeah.
And when you shrunk it down, would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm dragging it by its neck. Oh, let me hit that with the lighter real quick. I got a little smoke on that one. Okay, I'm gonna let those cure for a minute. Now this one is pretty much cured. Look how cute it is. It looks like a little keychain charm that we bought. I love it. I think it's so cute. I did put my I love you on a little to the right, but you know what? It's aesthetic. It's like cutesy, you know?
So
that's not the way you use that word, but whatever.
Carrie Ann ask, will you resin both sides? I don't think so. I just think you need to do the side with the vinyl on it.
Yeah, just do one. You don't need to, but I do think if I resin the other side that this might even out. Because can you see like how...
It just a smidgen.
Yeah, I mean it's a keychain, so it's going to be like...
It is a keychain.
Jingling around on there. Okay,
these would be so cute for backpack charms.
Yes, definitely. Okay, now what we need to do is we're going to take some of our jump rings, which are these little... Let me scooch this stuff over. These little jump rings right here. See? What?
Oh, I'm not... Nothing. I was scratching my head.
I thought you were like...
I was looking. No, I was literally... My head was itching.
Okay.
I have dandruff.
Okay.
And then I was looking.
CeraVe just came out with a new dandruff shampoo that I got for Trey. So there you go. He uses Head and Shoulders. He's like, I use Head and Shoulders. I don't need anything else. And I was like, is it working? And he's like, no.
Biologic. It's in the winter, the back of my head, at the very base of my head, gets like dandruff really bad.
Mine gets dry back there too. Isn't that weird?
It hurts. So I have some Biolage that I will use like once a week.
Okay.
Just on that spot.
Yeah. Okay, I've got this little hoop. I'm going to put my needle nose pliers inside of it. I am no jewelry maker. This is just how I always do it. I'm going to... Good?
Like right above the Maker's Gonna Learn is perfect. Right there.
Okay. So I've got the ring and I just literally pulled it apart so it's separated, right? And then I'm going to drop it, pick it back up again, and weed it through that little ring. Okay, so it's just kind of hold on a second, I just ran that through this resin right here. Let me let that cure because it's sticky on the back.
What is?
The thing, I just ran it through this resin.
Oh.
It'll cure in like 5 seconds. These cure really fast in the sun, but I don't know, I don't think it's, well, it's pretty sunny. If you don't have access to outdoors at the moment, if you don't feel like it, you can just use a lot. Okay, back to what we were doing. So we're gonna run this ring right through here, okay? Just let that kind of dangle. And then on our charm right here, I am going to put this one on the bottom. And then you can just kind of let that dangle. And then I will grab it and pinch this back together. Maybe. And you just want to be careful that you're not going to, sorry.
It's like not, or is it still not focused in?
It just needs to be like above the Maker's.
Yeah, make sure you're above Maker's Gonna Learn so they can see it. Perfect.
Okay, you can see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then let's see, oh, these still need like a little bit longer to cure. But we're gonna attach those here and here. So it's gonna be like a little dangly charm situation. I like how these sound. They're very
I do too.
ASMR. That's why I like charm
ASMR.
bracelets and stuff. Like I love jingly things. Okay, any questions about the resin process or applying the jump rings or anything like that? We are almost done, you all. Thanks for hanging tight. If you're still here, we really appreciate it. Love it. You guys are talking. I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
They're talking about the Pen Pro.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even use the pen today, but like I said, I used some pretty simple designs. You know what I mean? Okay, let's try this guy. We need to get a jump ring. And oh, Michaela's here, my bestie girl. Okay, I'm gonna open that. And then we're just gonna put it through the keychain. I'm gonna put this one up here at the top. Ah! This will happen like 100 times. I tried to get into jewelry making a long time ago and I was like, yeah, not for me. Cause I drop it like over and over again and I get so mad. But I like it sometimes, you know. And then pop that on there. And then we're just gonna squeeze that ring back together.
So our friend Valerie just said, is there different kinds of resin? Yes, so there is casting resin or two-part resin, so AB resin, meaning you have to mix part A and part B together and you put it in the molds and it has to sit and cure. Or there's UV resin, which is cures just with UV light, and honestly is our favorite go-to like craft resin for sure.
Yeah, it's just so much easier and faster.
And a lot of people have sensitivities to the two-part resin because it does let off some fumes.
It's strong.
So you do have to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to very much use the proper PPE when you are working with two-part resin.
Yeah. Okay, this one I'm putting in between the two.
Jerry, there should not be glycerin listed in the supplies, but there are.
Oh, that was for, we did use glycerin in the master class on this.
Yep, I think because there is clear packing tape and glycerin.
Oh.
We will take that out. You do not need that.
Okay. So, here is our little keychain. Oh, my heart. See what I mean, you guys? It came off because I didn't pinch my ring. I had this issue when I first made them. Let's put them back on really quick. We've went and done all this work. My news lady blazer is burning me up. I told Sadie before the show started that I feel like a news anchor whenever I wear a blazer on the show. Do you feel like a news anchor when we do this? When you wear a blazer?
No.
I do.
I like wearing blazers though.
Alicia, your friend is out here.
I know! I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I said, my bestie's here. I can hear her. Look, we're done. We made a cute keychain.
Happy Valentine's
Tanner's
Day.
in here. Okay, this is it, you guys. Hi.
fun.
Isn't that
Fun.
cute?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Scrap
that's
Vinyl?
scrap vinyl.
Okay, for everybody who hates on us,
I
for
know.
throwing away vinyl.
I told him, I said, we have a bin
have
and we
a bin.
use it.
Y'all know if I was here, I'd be throwing it away, but
Yeah.
we used it today.
We used it and it looks so cute. Okay, we're gonna.
This is legit.
I
This
know.
looks like.
Claire's who? Doesn't it look like it's
Okay,
from Claire's?
how did you do it? I'm
Well,
gonna have to watch the video.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the tutorial.
Okay.
Bye. Oh Lord.
Okay, guys, what do you think?
I love
I
it.
want to see it.
She's so cute. Now the envelope's a little sticky.
It's okay.
Not gonna lie.
It's okay.
But
It's okay. One thing I have learned with UV resin, if for some reason your UV resin warps, you can just lay something heavy on it before, like this envelope right here isn't it's still just a tad bit tacky.
Yeah.
You can just bend it, lay something heavy on the edges and finish curing it.
yeah.
Like it's halfway cured. If it's bending, bend it back and finish curing it.
Yeah.
Super easy. Y'all, this is so stinking cute.
Totes adorbs. I love it.
Okay, guys.
Well, we will be, I'm trying to think of when we're going to be live
Wednesday.
again. Next Wednesday?
We'll be back here next Wednesday.
Oh.
We might. As of right now, it's next Wednesday. I know Tanner, and I
He
know
gets a
that
little
Monday is a
crazy.
holiday,
Oh, yeah.
and a lot of people are off.
So we may be here on
There-
Monday.
and we may be a surprise. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, okay.
If we are, we'll surprise you.
We'll see you then.